Hello, my name is Bill and welcome to Mind Your Crypto. Today we have a different topic. Trust me on that. Stay focused on the video because this is the most important video I have ever made on this channel. Thank you so much for watching. Let's proceed real quickly to the first thing that I want to tell you during a trading, a short-term trading that you might enter, right? I'm not talking about investments. I'm talking right now, if you want to trade, take quick profits, then exit. You then do it again. First of all, how can you avoid the stress of having so many mistakes? For example, in my professional career, over 2 years from now, and I have been trading 5 years, okay? So I'm telling you this over my whole experience. I've been doing scalping, short-term investing, everything, right? And I think that the first thing that you should be knowing into trading is the first time that you are doing a mistake and you know that you are going to lose, do not enter the trading again. What I mean by that, when you first do the mistake, stop. Secondly, most people do not put stop loss because, including me, they think that, okay, I've entered here, for example, all right, this is the V chain, it is going further down, but it is going to make it. I trust myself that it is going to make it, but then it falls down even more. And you're like minus 30%, right? And you're saying, I'm at minus 30%, what am I going to do? If you have used leverage, you're going to get liquidated. And suddenly you're into this position when you have lost 50%, you exit, or you're into this position where something crashes down and takes all your money out. Then you're like, I'm going to recover it. You put more money in, you do the same mistake because you have the pressure, you have the anxiety to make money, to take your money back. And then what you're doing is the same mistake again, because you do not have the clear mind, you are not relaxed, you want to make the money quickly, you put higher leverage, and then you're into a position where you take quicker actions, more anxious ones, and then you lose more and more and more. And then you finally get into a position where either you have lost all your money or you have lost a big proportion of your money, and then you get into depression mode. In order to avoid that, there's only one way. First of all, stop losses all the time. 5%, 10%, it doesn't matter. It will save you. Secondly, do not be greedy. Greediness is something that we are driven of greediness. For example, you take 4,000 Tether USD, okay, and then you're saying that, oh, I made easy money, right? 4,000 Tether USD or 1,000 even. Okay, so you put a leverage of 20x, you won, right? And then you're saying, I'm putting more leverage, like 30x, or I put a 10x, I'm putting 20x, right? And then suddenly it comes this time where you lose it all. And you do not lose only what you made, but you lose your money as well. So stop losses, not leverage. Or if you want to put leverage, only up to 2x. Trust me on that. I have been going to 15x, 20x leverages, 5x, and so on. The best thing that I could have done in order to prevent my losses is the steady and slow. Steady and slow always wins the race. All right. So the more capital you have, the better it is, because you do not want to, for example, let's say that you have 50,000 Tether USD to invest, right, and to trade. You do not want to put leverage on it, because even with a 1% win, you make much money, right? We are talking about much money right there. All right. So therefore, you do not want to get into a trouble where you will be spending so much money with high leverage. Usually, the high leverages are for those that are having small capital or for those that are greedy after gaining something more. Okay, so please be careful. Other than that though, right, what you want to do is right after you make a mistake, a big mistake, clear your mind close your PC or your phone that you're trading, I do not know, and get away. All right, clear your mind. May 2023 was the worst month I could have ever experienced as a professional trader. Even with so many years into my back, I made tons of mistakes. So I'm just willing to protect you. You have to find as well what is going on with your personality. What I mean by that is, some people are more anxious than the others. If you have anxiety, if you're an anxious person, then I do not recommend going into short-term or scalping. For example, the scalping is going to the 1 hour frame, right? We are on VTC right now on TradingView. And usually for the scalping, they go 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour frame, even 4 hour frame. Some of them, yeah, into the short-term trade. Some day traders are going into the 4 hour frame. But I won't discuss about that. If you're an anxious person, avoid going into scalping. If you want to be safe, if you want to have not to take risk as a person, then you should be investing. And to be honest with you, there are many success stories coming out on the Twitter. I've made 20K over Dogecoin, 100K, millions, even billions, right? Okay, yeah. But how many unsuccessful stories are there on Twitter that have not been heard of? Because we people want to promote only the good ones. The worst ones, not many people admit it, right? When you suffer about something, you don't go out and say, oh, I suffered with so many losses, I lost everything, right? There are many people that do it, and yeah, it takes enough courage to do that, right? But at the same time, there are many people that will share their successful story more than the war story. And trust me on that, someone else is winning, but someone else is losing, right? So therefore, trading is all about not reading something that other people do not read. So successful traders, wealth people that made money over trading and stuff like that, read something that you did not read. They read something differently. Okay, so try to figure out who you are. Then invest, short-term trade, or even scalp. You might get into a position where you're good at scalping. It takes very, very good knowledge. But the most important one is that you need to have discipline. What I mean by that, stop loss every time, losing, going out, right? You can't have the days that you lost. Just clear your mind going into the next day. You will be winning, right? If you do that every day and you can do it, then you are good into trading and scalping, right? But at the same time, if you cannot handle the pressure, then just leave the business for some other people, right? There are many day traders, trust me on that, they do not win every time. But if you want to win every time, do not trade, right? Do not trade at all. There is no such thing as winning every time. You might lose more, but those that have lost have the experience not to do the same mistake. But even if you lost after 1 year, you might be doing the same mistake. Anyway, I want to tell you some things about my experience because they will help you out with your trading. First comes the knowledge. You need to know the patterns, you need to know what you want to do. Secondly, find yourself, right? You need to find yourself. Actually, maybe it's the first one, and after the knowledge, at what you want to do. For example, you might want to invest right now in crypto. This is the best time ever. If you want to invest right now, yes, then we are going to see huge bull market, bull cycle, the halving of Bitcoin, and you're going to make more. And then you might not be affected of a minus 20%. So 43%, let's say that VTC goes down 43%, 50% even. You are down 50%, but you do not care because you are holding, right? You're holding for there. You're holding for the 7x, 10x, right? And this is where you win. This is where you step in and you say, I won, right? Because in the short-term trade, many people do not have the discipline. They are not having the knowledge, the enough knowledge into winning. And this is something that I want to pass on to many people. Trading is all about emotions. Control them, you win. If you can't control them and you lose yourself, stay out, go out. If you cannot control yourself, do not put more money into bank account and then transfer into the trading firm or anything application you trade with, for example, Binance, Kraken, and so on, right? Just stay out. Okay, clear your minds. They put high leverages because they want you to be dragged in. It is an addiction. High leverages are an addiction. Okay, do not go into that. It is like clearly like something that it will addict you so much. You're going to get used to it, especially if you win, then it is going to addict you even more. And if you lose, you're going to put higher leverage, more anxiety, certain losses are coming into your way. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. See you soon.